Wealth has to be won by the deeds of glory. This was the time when these words were put into action. Welcome to the age of kings and kingdoms of ancient India. But how did these kings and kingdoms come into existence? Man's thirst for knowledge, exploration and power led to the formation of tribes into larger groups. Their settlements were called Janapada. This did not stop here. The Janapadas expanded into Mahajanapadas or kingdoms. Kings of these kingdoms were elected on the basis of their bravery and sometimes because of their charismatic qualities. At that point of time, there were around 16 Mahajanapadas or kingdoms and Ganasanghas or republics. Out of that, one kingdom stood tall amongst all. That was the kingdom of Magadha. The vision of its rulers combined with diplomacy led to the rise of Magadha. Bimbisara's ambition as the ruler of Magadha was quite evident. He married the daughters of many rulers in order to expand his land. The land of Magadha was blessed with natural resources and fertile soil. Magadha, during the reign of Bimbisara, was strengthening itself while making optimum use of resources. The iron and copper deposits were used to make the weapons of war that added to the treasury. His kingdom was vast. Bimbisara conquered the ancient kingdom Anga, thus getting an access to the port of Champa. Bimbisara was a governor in the true sense, building roads and consulting the Gramanis of the villages. For the smooth governance of the kingdom, taxes were collected. Ambassadors of Magadha were sent far and wide. A traveller by nature, a ruler by heart, such was the king Bimbisara. They say aspiration and ambition is a family tradition. Ajat-Shatru, the son of Bimbisara, was the next king of Magadha. The drums of war were a frequent phenomenon during his time. His eyes fell on the kingdom of Kosala. He defeated the king of Kosala, who happened to be his maternal uncle. Ajat-Shatru, the one who has no enemies. The true meaning of his name was tested when Ajat-Shatru decided to wage a war against 7,707 Rajas who formed the Ganasangha, the Assembly of Equals. Ganasangha were a group of government as the power wasn't in the hands of the Rajas. One such group was the Vrijas. Their capital was Vaishali, the birthplace of Lord Mahavira. The Vrijas had to face the wrath of Ajat-Shatru. Exactly how did he strike with a lightning force on his enemies? The book, which was written by the Jains, mentioned the secret weapons of Ajat-Shatru: the chariot of war and the catapult. The chariot had large rods attached to its wheels. On the battlefield, it created chaos. Chills went down the spine of Ajat-Shatru's enemies when they got exposed to the catapult. Huge, heavy stones and boulders rained from above in their direction. Ajat-Shatru indeed became the one without enemies. This dreadful battle lasted for 16 long years, from 484 to 468 BCE. But finally, Ajat-Shatru defeated the Vrijis, thus expanding the kingdom of his father Bimbisara. After his conquest, Ajat-Shatru focused on the development and the welfare of his subjects. Valor combined with great governing skills made him a powerful king. Paying taxes with the use of silver-punched coins probably originated during that time. Those were collected by the tax collectors on behalf of His Highness King Ajat-Shatru, thus proving this point that wealth and fortune favors the brave. The taxation money was used in maintaining the lands and the military force. It must have been quite a peaceful time, thus major occupations flourished and cities prospered. There were potters, blacksmiths, weavers, to name a few. Well, these factors of prosperity led to the strengthening of the Varnas. Spiritualism and new religions also emerged during this period.